Hello, this is Sabika Syed and welcome to the Print Headlines. Iran's key oil export hub, Kharg Island, has come under fresh US strikes. Iranian media reported the attack, calling it a major escalation in the ongoing conflict. US officials confirmed that military targets on the island were hit. A strike has hit a railway bridge in Kashan, killing 2 people. Iranian media reported that the Yahya Abad bridge was targeted in the attack. Officials confirmed casualties and damage to infrastructure. The strike followed earlier warnings issued by Israel regarding railway use. A shooting incident outside the Israeli consulate in Istanbul has left multiple casualties. Unidentified gunmen opened fire, triggering a gunfight with security forces. At least one attacker was killed while 2 others were neutralized and police personnel were also injured. The incident highlights how the conflict is spilling into other countries. Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has warned that its response will go beyond the region if the United States crosses its red lines. The warning was issued today amid rapidly escalating tensions. Iranian officials have also urged young citizens to form human chains around power plants to prevent possible strikes. The statement comes as a US deadline on reopening the Strait of Hormuz draws closer. US and Israeli airstrikes across Iran have killed at least 15 people as the conflict intensifies. Iran has also launched attacks towards Israel and Saudi Arabia. Authorities have urged civilians, especially youth, to form human chains around power plants to prevent further strikes. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian has claimed that 14 million Iranians, including himself, are ready to sacrifice their lives in the war. His remarks come as tensions peak ahead of a US deadline. At the same time, diplomatic efforts led by Pakistan are described as reaching a critical and sensitive stage. The Israeli military has warned civilians in Iran to avoid trains and railway lines. The advisory said traveling by train could endanger lives amid ongoing military operations. The warning was issued on social media in Persian, urging people to stay away until a specified time. It comes amid fears of targeted strikes on transport infrastructure. Coming back to national news, nearly 91 lakh names have been deleted from voter rolls in West Bengal after revision. The data was released following the special intensive revision process. Affected voters can approach tribunals for relief. However, clarity is awaited on their participation in upcoming elections. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has alleged that the names of certain communities were deleted from voter rolls. She made the claim during a rally following the special intensive revision exercise. Banerjee said her party would support those affected. The issue has triggered fresh political tensions in the state. Police in Srinagar busted a major interstate module of Lashkar-e-Toiba. 5 people have been arrested, including a Pakistani terrorist who had been on the run for 16 years. Investigators conducted searches across multiple states and recovered weapons, including AK rifles. Assam police reached the residence of Congress leader Pawan Khera in New Delhi. The visit is linked to a case involving allegations against Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and his family. Local Delhi police are assisting in the questioning process. Internet services have been suspended in multiple districts of Manipur. The move follows the killing of 2 children in an attack. Authorities say the suspension aims to prevent the spread of misinformation. Restrictions will remain in place for 3 days. Supreme Court of India has issued a directive on mentioning urgent cases. It said exceptionally urgent matters must be mentioned only before the Chief Justice of India. The move aims to streamline court procedures. India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri will visit Washington, D.C. from April 8 to 10. Talks will cover the full spectrum of India-US relations. Discussions may include progress on a proposed trade deal between the two nations. To Lam has been elected president of Vietnam. The move consolidates his control over both the party and the state. It marks a shift from Vietnam's tradition of shared leadership. US Vice President J.D. Vance is visiting Hungary. He is expected to support Prime Minister Viktor Orban ahead of elections. The visit includes meetings and a campaign rally. It reflects Washington's political engagement in Europe. Air India CEO Campbell Wilson has resigned. He had earlier indicated plans to step down in 2026. Wilson had led the airline since 2022 during its restructuring phase. The company is yet to announce his successor. AI firm Anthropic has partnered with Google and Broadcom. The deal aims to expand computing capacity amid rising demand for AI services. The company expects massive revenue growth this year. The Artemis 2 mission has completed a historic lunar flyby. Astronauts traveled farther than those on Apollo 13 mission. The mission included a rare solar eclipse view from space. Astronauts on Artemis 2 have named a lunar crater after a loved one. The tribute was made by Commander Reid Wiseman and his crew. The crater was named Carol during a live broadcast. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.